Here we go in our second match of week 2 of season 10. The opponent is running a Pippin deck, Azorius Tempo. They have about 6 pieces of removal, which is usually what I look at when I'm facing a deck like this, including some counter spells. They've got some really nice ways to put in damage. They go first, which for us is not great. We have a good turn 1 play. We don't have a great turn 2 play, so do we want to keep this? We potentially draw into a turn 2 play. We do have Adeline, which gives us a great clock here. A Johnny to get back or to bump the team. We can go ahead and try and keep this, see what happens. Selfless Savior, great turn 1 play for them. We can put out Ragavan. See what they play in turn 2. It's probably going to be Pippin. Giving Vigilance or Ward to a creature of their choice. So there they go. They attack in with the Selfless Savior. They can, on their turn, activate it to kill a Ragavan. So do we want to make them sack the Selfless Savior now is the question. We can keep attacking in with Pippin. I think we do want to make them... Yeah, we might as well make them sack the Selfless Savior now. Or they don't. Wow. The opponent just choosing not to block there is pretty interesting. We could Brutal Cathar to get rid of their Selfless Savior here. That actually might be a great choice for us. Getting control of the board. Getting ahead on damage. Paladin class, it's fine. We don't mind that so much. Now, what do we want to do? We can Tajic, or we can Ragavan and Brutal Cathar. We can swing in with both of our creatures. They have 2 mana, so they might be waiting for some sort of interaction. They might have a removal spell. So what do we want to do here? I think we can go ahead and Tajic. If they counter that, we're okay with it. That's probably the best outcome here. If they return it to our hand, they don't even counter it, that's fine. And we can go ahead and swing in with both creatures and see if they bluff. We get a treasure, which is great. They are up to 4 mana, go down on life. They play Fabled Passage, seeking a land. We're still ahead on board. They'll make 1 creature. Okay, Hopeful Initiate comes out, and they level up. So Pippin is now a 3/3. And then they swing in. Okay, so now we have an interesting situation here. We play out our planes. I think either way we have 5. We can Ajani onto each of our creatures, make them 3/3s, and swing in. And I think make 1 a 3/2 and 1 a 3/3 rather, and swing in. See if they want to trade. Alternatively, we can Tajic and swing in with Tajic and Ragavan, or Tajic and Brutal Cathar. I think I like that option here. So let's go ahead and let's swing in. Let's do Tajic and Ragavan if they want to block with Hopeful Initiate. They're welcome to. And let's see how they block. We can always give Tajic first strike if we want to. If they activate Pippin here, we can go ahead and channel the land to kill their initiate. There we go. And they take 3. So they are on 4 mana. They have Pippin, level 2 Paladin class. They're at 5 mana, 3 cards in hand. They play Invasion of Kobakan. They get a look at our hand. They can take in the Ajani, Adversary of Tyrant, Chance for Glory or Adeline. They take the Adeline. And they're going to swing into the Invasion. I think we are fine if they swing into the Invasion. It's going to give them... They've got a lot of power on board. Okay. Let's see what we want to do here. We can still go in with Tajic and Ragavan. We can put counters on Tajic and Ragavan and see what they want to do their turn. Give us 2 ways if they want to. Alternatively, we can Welcoming Vampire, but that doesn't let us do so much. We still don't have a great clock. So here's what we can do. If we Ajani, Adversary of Tyrants, and we buff Tajic and Brawl Cathar, we can swing in with Tajic and Ragavan. Ragavan goes up to a 4-3, and Tajic goes up to a 4-3. So let's go ahead and do that. So
I understand you're in need of support.
And Brawl Cathar. We're going to
deliver us to victory.
Ragavan. If they want to sack Govakan, they can. Alright, opponent goes down to 8. They decide not to sack Govakan. They draw. Let's see what they have in hand. One card in hand. They have a Kid Frost Dragons they can activate. They have Pippin. They have a Luminarch Aspirant. And they have a Paladin class. So, depending on how they attack in, they're going to go with 1 attack towards Ajani. Alright, that's fine.
You finished?
And now they're going to Fateful Absence Ragavan. That works. Okay, we've got some options here. We can go ahead and buff our team. We'll start there.
Be strong.
Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 mana. So, here are the things we can do. If we attack in with Tajic, I think, are these both soldiers? One is a, yeah, these are both soldiers. So first thing to do is Valiant Veteran. And I think we just win the game here. I don't think they can activate Cave. So we go ahead and we swing in, and then we chance for Glory. Because no matter how they block, they're going to have to either activate Pippin or not. So here they're activating Pippin. They take 6 damage. That's fine. And now we chance for Glory. And we get another turn. They only have 1 blocker. And we take the first curse the opponent. So here we go. We have 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. We've got a very nice curve. We don't have removal, but Cacophony Scamp can function as pseudo removal. So we will keep this. We can go Scamp, Veteran, Tajic. Opponent's turn 1 play is Recruitment Officer. That works. We can also Curse of Silence their Pippin, and I think I like that better than any other option. Game lagging a bit here as we Curse of Silence. We still have the sound, but the interface is lagging, unfortunately. Alright, here we go. We are going to choose Pippin, Guard of the Citadel, with Curse of Silence. Next turn we can... we should have played Inspiring Advantage. If we drew a red, we could double. So let's play let's play this way. Let's play Esper Sentinel into Cacophony Scamp. That's fine. We can play out again Curse of Silence, naming Pippin. Guard of the Citadel. Okay, next turn we can potentially Tajic and swing in. Or we can... okay, opponent Spellbinders. We can Scamp and Veteran next turn. A Valiant Veteran and Cacophony Scamp. Opponent takes our Valiant Veteran. I think we will go ahead and swing in with Tajic next turn. So we can get our Veteran, get our Esper Sentinel buffed. Alternatively, I don't think there's much else we would want to do in this case. Let's buff our Esper Sentinel. Opponent will trade. Will not trade. Opponent chooses not to trade. Very interesting. If we draw red next turn, we can hit their Pippin if they play it. So that leaves the question, do we want to draw off of the Curse of Silence? Probably we do. We Soul Partition our Esper Sentinel. That's fine. It's their turn. They want to race, they say. We will race, I think. We will take that. So let's see, we can play out here we've got a few options. We can play out the Scamp. We can play out the Embrith Veteran and the Esper Sentinel. If we play out the Embrith Veteran and the Sentinel, next turn we can potentially Tajic more, or if we play out the Scamp, it will let us potentially do some non-combat damage to one of their creatures. I think I definitely want the Sentinel again. So we'll play that, swing in for 3, and then maybe we'll play out the Scamp, because the Scamp can block Recruitment Officer and Spellbinder. If they are not paying attention, they could lose 2 of their creatures here. Again, if we sack Curse of Silence when they Pippin next turn, when it was paying attention, good for them. And I think we can... what could they have? They could have a Wandering Emperor here. we can look at their list quickly and see if they are running Wandering Emperor. They are not. They have Spell Queller and Click that they're running. In both of those cases, I think we can afford to attack in here with the team, and we'll buff the Sentinel. And we'll see how they block. Okay, that works. I'm not going to proliferate there. So, yep, Spell Queller it was. That makes sense. And we can put out Embereth Veteran next. So here's the question: do we want to Uthgardt Fury if we draw the Red Island, sorry, the Red Land on their Spell Queller now and get to play Artajani for free? And it smacks us down to 8. And they play Ranger Captain Abigaos. Let's see what they draw. Drawing a Sky Marcher Aspirant. Okay, we could potentially buff a Johnny, but first I think we want to go ahead and swing in with these two. So let's go ahead. We can also swing in potentially with the Veteran, and then depending how they block, we can play the Bone Crusher Giant or not. But I think we don't want to. Yeah, let's go ahead and swing in with all of them. We can buff the Scamp. Let's see how they block. Okay, they go ahead and block Tajic. We can give it first strike until end of turn. And let's see. Oh, they're going to shore up. That is good for them. And I think they just win for 3, 6, 7, 8. But maybe not. Maybe not here. We can take action and get rid of their Spell Finder. Let's see, they're going to go in for 5. That works. Our turn, and we draw a gold span. Too little, too late, unfortunately. Although, if the opponent has nothing to deal with this, then we just win here. If all they have is Brazen Borrower, they have Fairy Mastermind. Nice. Okay. Good game, opponent. And we go to game 3. So, if we had one more land, or we hadn't activated Tajic there, hopefully we can curve out and push the damage through. Okay, we have turn 1 and turn 2 plays. If we draw a land, this is
This is great for us. So I think we want to get the Tiefling outcasts out first. Alright, and then we will go ahead and Robber of the Rich and attack again. Fetch your humiliations, a robber, that's fine. Next turn we can Dusk Legion Duelist, or just Tajic. Alright, or we can do all of the above. The question is, do we want to Ember Coiler or Dusk Legion Duelist? Let's go ahead first and Tiefling Outcast. And swing in here. And then I think we want to Ember Coiler. We can start seeing if we can hit some removal spells. Like Spellbinder's us, that's fine. Wow, opponent going to, let's go ahead and ditch Castle Ardenvale. See what we draw. Squee is nice here. I think we play Squee, and we just start really putting some damage onto the board. Make the opponent race. Run it down to 9. Next turn, if we attack in with Tajic, we're really going to be in a tight spot. We can buff Squee, make Squee 3/3. Opponent plays Pippin. And Flowering the White Tree, which is great for them. It's Virtue of Loyalty, which is great for us. I think we want to get rid of Embrith Veteran here. And play Skargan Hellkite, not so great. But we can go ahead and and Tajic here. And then just swing in. So what do we want to buff? They have 3 blockers. They can block 3, 6, 7, and then they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or do we want to spread that damage out? They can block 3. Let's say they block Tajic for Squee and Ember Coiler. They take 1 from a goblin, 2, 3 from a goblin, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think we just win here. We're gonna go ahead and mentor a goblin and create another one, and I believe we just have lethal on the board. Thank you, Tiefling Outcasts. If my math is correct, sort of situation. Yep, there we go. Okay, so Tajic taking down Pippin. In game 2, we possibly could have won if we had Bone Crushered Face, but it's one of those situations where it's just hard to tell.